Okay, I'm in the kitchen today and I am making sesame chicken for meal prep. And I'm also making it with cauliflower rice, one of my favorite sides. And another side today, we're doing an Asian coleslaw. Okay, so we're gonna make the sesame chicken. You're gonna get a skillet on medium-low heat. We're gonna add the coconut oil, cook the chicken, remove the chicken, and then we're gonna add the sauce and then put the chicken back in with the sauce and sesame seeds. Yes, it is a little bit noisy because I'm using stovetop induction and the fan goes on. So we're gonna use coconut oil today. I like using coconut oil in Asian dishes. I don't like to use olive oil because we need something that has a high smoke point, and I don't like to use vegetable oil. I don't think it's good for you. It's highly processed, so I don't recommend using vegetable oil. You could use avocado oil, although there's been some info in the news about avocado oil, so I try and stay away from that too. So 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. I have 2 chicken breasts that I've cubed. So once this warms up a bit, we're going to add that. And so we're just going to brown the chicken. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to it. And then we're going to brown it. And then we're going to remove it because we want to make the sauce, and then we'll add the chicken back in to cook. So add that chicken in, add about 1/8 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Remember, we're going to be using soy sauce later, so it's not a lot of salt. You don't even have to add it if you don't want to. That's up to you. So we're just browning the chicken in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. I have the cubed chicken, I have 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So the salt is optional because we're going to be adding some soy sauce later, so if you're worried about salt, you might want to not use it right now. So heat is on medium heat. And again, we're just going to brown these. So while that's cooking, we're going to make the sauce. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1/4 cup of soy sauce. So this is just a small bowl I'm adding it in. And we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. This is just to thicken it. So if you find it, you can, I usually ordered it on Amazon. Sprinkle it into the bowl and whisk vigorously. So this just isn't the whole sauce. We're going to add sesame oil to the pan and some garlic as well, but we need to cook the garlic first. So set that aside until we're ready to use it. So that's it. We're going to remove it to a clean bowl. Lower the heat to medium-low. Because we're going to cook some sesame oil. We're going to add to this same pan, and we're going to cook the garlic. And we don't want the garlic to burn, so you need to lower the heat. Make sure the garlic doesn't burn or it could get bitter. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sesame oil to the pan. This is toasted sesame oil. And we're going to add 1 clove of chopped minced garlic. So just want the garlic to soften. We don't want it raw and too pungent, but we definitely like that garlic flavor. So now we're going to add that soy mixture that we already made into the pan. And we just want that to warm up a bit and come to a simmer. So if you have to now increase your heat, you can, just to get this to a simmer. And it'll thicken up a bit because of the xanthan gum in it. And that's what we want. It'll help coat the chicken. Okay, now turn off the heat and add the chicken back in just to coat. Now, if you want a sweeter sesame chicken, you can add a little bit of liquid stevia in here, or some brown sweetener, and just cook until that dissolves, the brown sweetener. Oh good, the stovetop turned off. I don't want it very sweet, but if you do want it a little sweet, like, and get that sort of real sweet Asian sesame chicken, you can do that. And so now we just add the sesame seeds. So sprinkle about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons on top of the chicken, and you're good to go. And you could give it another mix, put it on your plate and serve it, and then top with more sesame seeds. Especially if you're going to meal prep, you can save some sesame seeds for topping it after you put it in your bowls. So we are making the Asian coleslaw for the meal prep with the sesame chicken and the cauliflower rice. Now I am using a broccoli coleslaw that I found at the grocery store. It's one you buy in a bag. However, you can use your own coleslaw, you can use shredded cabbage, however type of coleslaw you prefer, use that. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, tamarind, coconut aminos, whatever you prefer for your soy sauce or other types of soy sauce alternatives. 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. I'm using about half a teaspoon of liquid stevia, just for a touch of sweetness. 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. So you're going to whisk that together, and then we're going to add the slaw and toss it, and then that's it. And then we'll prepare the meal prep bowl. So just whisk it until everything's mixed together. That ginger looks like it dissolved. And that's why I'm using liquid stevia for this, because I can use brown sweetener because that brown sort of molasses taste is pretty good in this salad, but it may not dissolve as good, so that's why I prefer this. So when you meal prep, when you add your coleslaw to it, when you're going to reheat it, you're going to have to remove the coleslaw and then put it back in if you want. It's just to carry everything in one container. I would usually put the coleslaw in that container and then remove it when I get to work or when I have to reheat it, just so I have everything compact all in one dish. But you may need a second dish or a little bowl to remove the coleslaw after, or you can just carry it separately with the sesame chicken and cauliflower rice in one bowl, and then the coleslaw in another container. So next you're going to add about 3 cups of the slaw, whatever coleslaw you prefer to use. Either you make your own homemade with cabbage, shredded cabbage, or you buy one in a bag. I'm using a broccoli coleslaw that I found at the grocery store. I actually like the broccoli coleslaw better because it's crunchier, and I like crunchy salads. Sometimes if you buy those coleslaws in a bag, it's mixed with cabbage or lettuce sometimes, and it's It wilts really fast and it doesn't stay crunchy. So you're just gonna toss that. Keep it in the fridge like this for about half an hour, just so everything kind of gets to know each other and all the flavors are mixed through and that slaw is flavored really well with the sauce. And then add it to your meal prep bowls. Again, you may want to serve this or prepare it in separate little bowls to take to work with you. So I've already prepped the meal prep bowls with the coleslaw, which I tossed again, took it out of the fridge, tossed it again, made the cauliflower rice, and now I'm gonna add the chicken. So this makes about 2 servings, and so if you need to make more, I only like to make 2 servings because I don't like to eat the same thing over and over again too often. So I only make enough for 2 days. However, on my blog, in the recipe card, if you want to make more, like let's say you want to make it for 4 servings, you just click the button and it'll multiply all the ingredients by 4 so that you don't have to do any math. It's all done for you. So that's it. That's for meal prep. It's sesame chicken bowl with cauliflower rice and some Asian coleslaw. That's it. Enjoy. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. Don't forget to like and comment on my posts. I try and keep my recipes under 10 minutes most of the time. Pretty simple, straightforward recipes. I don't fluff it up. Enjoy the recipe.